All right, I at least am back from setting up all the stuff for stream category and title wise for starring Mirror of Fate, because I forgot how much the DLC for Lords of Shadow sucked, and now I fully agree with Nico that it is skippable.
It is very much so, from what I'm seeing.
And normally I would wait for Nico to get back to start these things, but he's already intimately familiar with how this plays out because Mirror of Fate is his favorite of the. It's a lot of people's favorite of the trilogy. So he already knows how this is gonna play out.
Okay, so I get to watch.
Yes. Now, Mirror of Fate is it was originally a 3DS game.
Ooh, 3DS, okay.
Yes, and it was one of the first 3DS games I ever bought. It's also one that you currently can't emulate. Or at least you can't emulate without unplayable bad issues.
Yeah.
So they came out with an HD version on consoles like a year or so later in the lead up to Lords of Shadow 2, because this bridges the gap between those two games. A lot of people made the mistake of skipping Mirror of Fate and going straight into Lords of Shadow 2, and were lost on a lot of stuff that Mirror of Fate sets up.
That's true.
It's the Kingdom Hearts effect, except it's only one game on another platform instead of an entire, like, most of the series being on handhelds.
Chain of Memories, 300 and whatever days of whatever.
Chain of Memories, Days, Coded, Dream Drop Distance, Birth by Sleep.
Yeah, that's just too many.
The fucking Union Cross, whatever it's called, that they keep like delisting and updating with new versions that contains lore on like the pre-Keyblade War stuff that seems inconsequential, but still you kinda need to know for Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah, it's how it ties into 3. I don't understand that.
I'm just glad that they've said they're not doing that anymore as far as future Kingdom Hearts games go.
Well, we have nothing about the newest one, so we're still waiting on that.
Yeah. Well, part of that is because Tetsuya Nomura, he's having to bounce back between the Final Fantasy VII Remake trilogy and Kingdom Hearts 4. Dude's having to direct 2 projects at the same time. Technically 4 projects at the same time.
That's mad skills.
Just remember, Donald has a magic spell that surpasses Bahamut.
Yeah, he is one of the only characters in Square anything that has cast Zeta Flare, which is a god-level spell.
Welcome back, Nico.
Thank you.
We're skipping ahead to Mirror of Fate.
Good.
Nico's like, yes, good.
So basically, to the chat, you mind if I let them know the other important scene? Or
I already told them.
Oh, what was it? What did you say?
How Gabriel becomes a vampire and how he gets his Dracula powers and crushes the vampire killer.
Yep, the vampire killer gets utterly and inevitably destroyed.
I am going to have to change the resolution of this because for some reason on my current TV, everything likes to default to like, oh, you would like to play this at 720p, right? Even though this is a 4K TV.
So, is this like a la carte game? Because I've never played Mirror.
This is very based on.
Do you want?
This is very based on Symphony of the Night, and it does feature Alucard.
It is based on Symphony, like Ari said. It also has Alucard in it. You play as basically 3 characters.
Yes, there are 3 chapters.
Simon
each one
Belmont,
has a. There's three chapters. Each one has a protagonist. It's Simon Belmont, Alucard, and Trevor Belmont.
Okay, that makes sense.
Thank you.
Oh, Nico, I found a Gardevoir card and a Curia card in my stash, so I'll send them to you when I eventually send you stuff.
Okay, thank you.
Right.
But yeah, no. Yeah, the three characters are Trevor, Simon, and Alucard, and each of them have their own different fighting styles, with also emphasis on different sub-weapons and abilities with magic.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And technically, in the prologue, you also get to play as Gabriel.
Yep, you get to play as Gabriel before he becomes Dracula.
Before he set off for actually, before he even killed Marie, so... this is
so
Lords of Shadow 1.
It's like a prologue. So like a prologue, basically, yeah.
Oh, the style's nice.
Yeah, this was designed for 3DS, so they obviously couldn't go like super high detailed like they did with Lords of Shadow 1, so they go for more of a like cel-shaded comic book style.
Which is what Lords of Shadow should have been, because the gameplay in this version, as well as the style of cutscenes and the exploration Metroidvania style, this is how Lords of Shadow should have been. Like, Castlevania is legendary for 2D side-scrolling, or in this case, 2.5D.
I was going to say the cel-shaded style is for cutscene. The in-game graphics are not cel-shaded. They're lower fidelity, but like, yeah.
Well, I wasn't gonna say the gameplay stuff wasn't cel-shaded.
No, I was correcting myself because I had forgotten.
Yeah, but no, the gameplay is really, really nice. Like, it's like pseudo 3D, but it's also It's like 2.5D.
Yeah, it's 2.5D.
Yeah, and it really does work, and the combat style is really good, especially since it plays like a side-scroller, like Castlevania should.
Like, Lords of Shadow, I think, is the closest, outside of, not having finished Lament of Innocence, so haven't fully formed an opinion on that yet, and not having played Curse of Darkness. It's the closest to, like, how Castlevania could transition into a fully 3D game, but if they're gonna do 2.5D, this is how they should do it.
It's the lizard people.
Yep, Lizardmen.
The one thing I will say the Lords of Shadow series never got right, in my opinion, was these kind of games usually have light and heavy attacks. This one instead has direct and area attacks, which goes against every fundamental principle of how these kind of action games are supposed to work.
Yeah.
Because, there's almost never a reason to use area attacks in most of the games.
And, no, in my opinion, Lament and Curse are, like, how Castlevania made from 2D to 3D actually good, just for the fact that the story and, the story, the atmosphere, the gameplay, all of it is very, very good. Honestly, if you were to tell me, ask me, do I prefer Lords of Shadow's style of 3D or Lament of Innocence / Curse of Darkness, I would prefer Lament of Innocence and Curse of Darkness by a long shot. But then again, that's the classic Vania player in me.
Yeah, this is me from the perspective of being a Castlevania fan that hasn't actually played much Castlevania.
Well, don't worry. Once you get back to Lament of Innocence, we will fix that. Because technically, you are halfway through Lament.
Okay.
Lament's not a terribly long game. It's just there are like 2 areas in the game that are confusing as all heck.
Also, can I just say a thing that's kind of weird in the 3DS version of Mirror of Fate and the console and PC version of Mirror of Fate?
What's up?
3DS version has QuickTime event finishers. This one does not.
Yeah. Yeah.
They took that out of the HD version. There's no option to toggle them on. They're just gone.
I think they got rid of it just for the sake of more faster gameplay rather than just worrying about in a QuickTime event.
Yeah, but at the same time, there's a lot of the like boss finishing cutscenes are clearly supposed to be QuickTime events from how they're paced, and there's just no button prompts for them.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like that was fun. Getting stabbed with the tail in the stomach.
Yeah, it's called being impaled.
What is he? What is that creature, anyways?
It's a
werewolf
demon.
Lizard.
Are you asking, Miles?
The demon that we're fighting. It's not a specific demon, it's just a demon.
Yeah.
I will capture you in the world's kinkiest Pokeball.
It really is what it is.
That's basically what it is. It's an Iron Maiden Pokeball. It's metal as fuck.
It even shakes.
Castlevania had Pokemon. There you go.
Bonbon, hello. Glad to see ya. I was thinking / talking about you earlier with Miles here about how I'm excited for you to finally be able to return home. Not just so you can be home, but so I could potentially finally get those AR kit blend shapes baked into my model to make it as lively as possible to really bring out the beauty of your craft. Because I get the feeling you would do a better job at creating blend shapes that fit this model versus me just going with the stock ones. Like, I know you really put a lot of craft and care into your Vroid models versus me who kind of sticks with the presets. So I am intrigued and excited to see what you do. I'm also, thanks to some conversations we've had on streams, the AR kit is the iPhone tracking, yeah. Yes, that. Thanks to some conversations we've had on various streams and in group calls, I've had so many ideas for, like, outfits to potentially commission you for this model. Basically, I have fallen in love with your work so much, just from working with you once, that you can expect me to be a returning customer. I love outfits. Awesome. Sorry, I keep cutting you off.
I was going to say I feel bad for Marie here, even though we do know what happens.
Yeah.
Because she was sobbing.
Yeah, Trevor, the son of Gabriel and Marie, that Gabriel did not know he had because the Brotherhood of Light took him into their care and secretly trained him without informing Gabriel, because they knew of the prophecy that foretold him becoming the Prince of Darkness.
Yep, into which case, if he were to once he turned, he would have came for the child anyway.
Chapter 1, Simon Belmont's 57 years later. Say hello to one of the few times we see Sypha.
Run, Simon, don't stop.
This version of Sypha is not really my favorite.
She doesn't get to do anything.
Well, yeah, not only that, it's just design-wise. I'm not really that big of a fan on this version of Sypha, but I will say this, the ability you get with her that counts as your holy magic is very broken.
Yes.
Like, in a way to where, if used in a certain way, it can make you borderline invincible.
Iron says this looks like a Telltale game. I think it's a style. It does kind of look like their later games, once they started doing, like, interactive choose-your-own-adventures versus, like, their early point-and-click stuff. You know, like Walking Dead, Wolf Among Us, that kind of stuff.
Yep.
It does kind of
Also, I would like to add the whip that Simon uses in this is not the vampire killer, but the hunter's whip.
Yes.
At least that's what it's called.
Yeah, because the vampire killer is the whip that Gabriel used in the first game.
Yeah, well, technically the combat cross. It was given the nickname Vampire Killer because it killed vampires. Like people couldn't kill vampires before, but once they saw Gabriel murder them with the combat cross, they gave it the nickname Vampire Killer.
We called it the Vampire Killer. Why did you call it the vampire killer? Because it kills vampires, duh.
Yeah, basically that's basically the gist of it. Whereas I like classic Vania's explanation a bit better.
That's like a specifically super powerful whip that no one else has, and it has its own lore tied to it, versus this one where it's like, we called it the vampire killer because it killed vampires.
I mean, pretty much, like, the vampire killer whip is meant to be able to not only kill vampires, but all creatures of the night, including divine gods. In which case, death counts as.
Ain't no way vampire killer weapon killed vampires. Yeah, who would have thunk? Also, unlike Lords of Shadow 1 and 2, there is a proper bonus for 100% completion, so I will be going for that.
Yep.
And by proper bonus, I mean the end of the game.
I will say this, though, there's 100%, and then there is true 100%, in my opinion. Like, if you're gonna play through this, play through it for the fact that you want to experience a good a good Lords of Shadow game. But if you're gonna try and true 100% this game, good fucking luck.
all you have to do to get the like completionist ending at the very least is just complete Harry.
Yeah.
So,
But I'm talking about getting all the health upgrades and weapon upgrades.
yeah. Thankfully,
like
that's...
some of them are really rudely hidden.
Yeah. Also, this one has a feature that I think a lot of Metroidvanias could use, which is you can mark spots on the map to come back to later.
Yeah,
That's cool.
it gives you that way you can say like, oh, there's a health upgrade I can get, but I cannot, but I don't have the right powers for it yet. I'll place this there and remember it later.
Yeah, so not just Castlevania Metroidvanias, but so many Metroidvanias in general could use that feature, and like no one does it.
Yeah,
I mean,
how
also,
come
go ahead.
no, it's nothing important. My AI just turned on again on its own.
Oh,
It's gaining sentience.
yes,
I'm sorry
it is.
that it wants to be a VTuber streamer.
All of a sudden, it starts taking care of you like a virtual wife. It starts becoming that level of sentience that we have problems.
Look, he's just inventing Chobits.
Yeah, he's inventing Chobits.
Oh my gosh.
Iron says, so what you're saying is the vampire killer could damage Palutena? Canonically, yes.
Canonically, yes, because vampire killer, according to the base rules and law of the weapon, one, it cannot be destroyed because it is bound by, well, I can't really now say it because it's old knowledge at this point. It is bound by the soul of someone who is tainted as a vampire, but not fully turned. Thus, it has to have the desire to destroy its own kind. So it is bound by alchemy to give it its strength. And then the weapon itself can kill divine creatures. So yeah, Palutena would be considered a divine being. Basically, anything that isn't human, anyone that isn't human, like humans can get hurt by the whip. It's a whip. If you get hit, it's gonna fucking hurt. But the vampire killer can outright just straight up end creatures like death. It can technically kill Palutena. Hell, if you were to bring that weapon into the Devil May Cry universe, it could technically kill.
Oh, it would do heavy damage against Dante.
Yeah, or in Ghosts and Goblins' case, Mundus.
Mundus is
Astaroth. There's a creature based on Mundus in Ghosts and Goblins.
Did not know that, because there's a Mundus in Devil May Cry too.
There's many different ones. There's one called Satan. There's one called Lucifer. There's Asudorado, which is Astaroth. There's a lot of demons and Ghosts and Goblins that technically count on that. But no, if the creature counts as dark alignment or counts as a god, or is basically, of course, Dracula, the vampire killer can hurt it. They're not above its law.
Oh, this is a little off topic, but I know that Ari and I were talking about this once. Did you hear what Saba posted?
Oh.
What did Saba post?
Saba has a chronic condition that's been unfortunately making them very unwell, so they're for the foreseeable future going on hiatus.
Oh, chronic condition?
Yeah.
Sorry for the extended pause in gameplay. I saw that an ad was about to come up, so I took the liberty of gifting Bonbon, since they're here, a sub.
That was nice.
So they were not stuck in ad hell.
Well, welcome. Enjoy the free sub.
I need to check
Enjoy
out
the
my
free sub.
review.
It's turkey with it's hickory smoked turkey on whole wheat bread with Swiss cheese.
Speaking of subs, the one I get usually a lot from Subway was Black Forest ham, provolone cheese, bacon with a little bit of mayo and lettuce, toasted on Italian herb and cheese.
Oh, my subs tomorrow is up, so I'll have to resub with my Prime tomorrow.
Okay. You're welcome, Bonbon. Just a token of my appreciation.
Okay, I figured out why my AI kept on turning on. I've turned it off now.
But yeah, Bonbon earlier said they're excited to hear what kinds of outfits I had in mind. There's one that is tied into an April Fool's thing I've been wanting to do for that I hopefully can do next year. Because obviously I didn't have time to do it this year. Because it requires getting a bunch of assets made, not just outfits, but also background assets, and music.
Oh, God.
And another is, and this came up as part of just an on-stream conversation as a joke at first, but that was like, actually, yeah, this would be pretty cool. Here's the bad outfit for this model.
Who gave you that one?
I think it was Furret.
Oh. Oh,
Definitely
God. Now let me ask you something. And this is just me very concerned about the outfit. Is it going to be able to contain your enormous personality, shall we say?
Yes, because it has to be Twitch TOS safe.
Just making sure. Because, again, lore accurate Maxine is different from most.
Note drop there. I can come back later. Yeah, I need to get the rappel upgrade so I can grapple up there.
Yeah. I was gonna say, whenever you do Duke Nukem, you definitely need to get a Big the Cat avatar with Duke Nukem's glasses.
I don't think that would be possible in 3D, but I could get that as like a 2D.
I know. I'm just saying it would be an interesting, hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mom better be careful with the mascara.
Yeah. Let me go check. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, Bestiary card. You need to collect all of these in order to get the 100% ending. Which is, you know, the ending. This away. We heard the Lulu for a moment? Yes, we did. The Lulu has made her presence known.
So I just realized I've known of Bonbon in streams, like obviously, but I have never like introduced myself. I think officially.
Yeah, Yeah,
Have I?
Bonbon's not here all that often because they're a very busy person, also in a completely different time zone. So you haven't really gotten chances to interact with them. They are in my server, though.
Yeah, I just don't get to interact on Discord too often because I'm always busy working on the VTuber AI thing and then my real work at my job.
I'm just here every now and then, usually because Arikado streams at 2 to 4 a.m. Yeah, it's around, like, 8 p.m. that I start my time. Which, even then, I'm working on time zone differences with a lot of my co-hosts, so I understand very much so that, time zones can be fucky.
The pros of living literally in the same state as you.
Yep.
Time zones work.
My DMs are always open if people want to hang out. I don't bite usually. Noted, Bonbon.
I could use friends. I could use new friends, so I might actually take you up if that's okay.
I'm also, the reason I don't, ping you all that often, is because I'm always worried that I'm, bothering someone when it's not a business inquiry when it comes to artists.
Well, I'm the same way, just in general with people. I'm afraid I'm bothering them when I know I'm not. Like, I think when I started working in the Minecraft community, like, years ago, and I was afraid to even DM the person I started working for like a month.
Hell, I'm still like hesitant to DM people that I've worked with for years now, just because like they're bigger followings than me, and I'm afraid of them thinking like, oh, they're just reaching out to me to try and like, clout chase or leech off of my following, that kind of thing. I don't want them to feel like I'm just using them for clout.
Well, that's what happened to one of my friends recently, actually. One of my close friends he used to be in the Minecraft community and really popular. I messaged them the other day, because I hadn't talked to them in like a year, and I was just like, hey, how have you been, And they said, yeah, all of our old friend group I cut ties with because they were trying to use me. And I'm just like, damn. Thankfully, they know I'm not trying to, because I genuinely don't use any ability that they have. They're the one that made my profile picture on Discord.
Okay.
But yeah, so I can kind of understand where you're coming from with that. And I have a lot of friends that were like, when I started out on YouTube, had like 79 subs, and now I have like 300,000, and I'm like, I'm worried to even message them.
Meanwhile, I've been hovering around 500 finally for a while. It took
like
me
250.
a decade to get to break the 500 point. I still need to get the watch time up for me to start getting monetization. I won't be fully part, but I'm working my way there.
It takes time. I mean,
Cutscene time.
Nothing's gonna be quick when it's worth doing.
Stand aside. What sorcery is this?
That looks like a spirited away monster.
Yeah, it kind of does look like a no-face.
Damn it.
Called
Right?
the Lost Soul.
That's not enough. I need to.
I've never really watched Spirited Away, but there's a story, and I think I probably may have told you once, but it was a long time ago.
In the castle.
There was a series that we made
The death of my.
for Minecraft, and one of my builds was called Spirited Oasis, all because of Spirited Away.
Stand in my way. I need to recover that weapon. Will you help me find it? All right, where? Damn it!
So, we know our next objective. We have to get the vampire killer. But we can't get through here because it's got
Dead Souls.
dead acid rain. So we need something that can shield us from that. It's like acid, but it's made out of the spirits of dead people, which is metal as fuck. So many metal as fuck things in this game. First we got the Iron Maiden Pokeball that catches demons.
Yeah.
Now we've got,
But it
like,
becomes
the angry spirits of the dead acid.
I can just imagine, like, a freaking Pokeball skin that's just that.
Toxic people be like, yeah, it's just all the toxic people that, Dracula has known throughout his life. Weaponized.
Like, that comic could be probably taken 3 different ways, but all fit in one conversation. I love it. It's a rock. He's become Aragon. That stone that reminds you of the egg from the movie Aragon.
I never saw or read Aragorn.
Yeah, it's like a stone that like has that blue shape that turns into the blue dragon. So that's kind of what made me think about that all of a sudden.
So here's our first magic. It is the Spirit of Belnades. Basically acts as a shield. Welcome back.
You just got basically the spirit of a spirit of Simon's mom.
Yep. Don't know why she's got her titties out like that, but you know, I'm not gonna complain.
It's Lords of Shadow. What do you expect?
It's Lords of Shadow. There's gotta be boobular. I don't want to say fan service because most of the time it's not sexy.
Look, just wait till you get to the Succubus Queen boss fight.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I'm thinking more like the Desire Demon.
Oh god, yeah. Hers are just, like, out.
I still remember the freaking DMC bosses that, like, that, like, turned out to be so horrific. My eye. What is going on?
Also, I had, my eye drops got delivered, so I got more artificial tears.
Okay, good.
I needed them bad. My eye went completely red from irritation.
And now that we have the Spirit of Belnades, we can cross the acid rain of toxic...
Acidic.
The spirits of toxic people, as Bon suggested.
Yeah. No, that's actually right. I was also thinking about Hades' Vortex to the Underworld.
But to get back onto just because I've got it on like front of my mind right now. Some outfit ideas for my model. One of them, the one for the April Fool's Day thing. I've talked about this on stream before as a plan. Is like a space ghost outfit because I want to do like for April Fool's one year. I want to like make people think I'm gonna do a stream, and then it turns out to be like a pre-recorded Space Ghost Coast to Coast style faux talk show. So, like, Maxine in Space Ghost's outfit. What's a Space Ghost? Space Ghost is an old Hanna-Barbera character that was a superhero. But he's mostly remembered by people of my generation. Myself not included, because I only got into this show very recently for its 30th anniversary stream. Where, like, they took the character of Space Ghost and they made him like a late night talk show host and turned it into like, it was basically proto Adult Swim material with a lot of the people behind it going on to make the first Adult Swim shows. But this was in like 94 and it was Cartoon Network's first piece of original programming. It was like really pushing the boundaries for its time in terms of not just like content on what was ostensibly a kids network, but also what they could do with their extremely limited budget. if you're familiar with shows like Aqua Teen Hunger Force or basically any of like the classic mainstays of Adult Swim, Space Ghost Coast to Coast is where it all started.
Home movies, C-Lab 2021.
I don't know how much of that
Venture
aired.
Brothers.
I don't know how much of that aired in the Netherlands, so it might have aired on different channels there.
I was just naming shows, but
Yeah, I'm just thinking now, like, it makes sense that Bon Bon wouldn't have heard of it because they're from the Netherlands. I hope you don't mind me saying that, Bon Bon, of course. If I do, if I say something offline, please don't be afraid to speak up. No, all good. Everyone can know where I'm from, Lamau. Okay, good. It's just, I know some people would prefer not to have certain things about them known. I've known people like that on streams and through communities before, that they like to keep some aspects of their IRL personas private. As long as it's not truly doxing information like name/city, you can share everything you want. Share everything you know about me. Good thing I don't know anything that could dox you. I'm not saying that as a threat. I'm saying that way you don't even have to worry about it. I had to backtrack because I was like, wait, that sounds like a threat. Because if you won't, then I will, probably. I mean, I have problems with filter at times. It's the autism and ADHD combo. I love dual-wielding neurodivergencies. I try my absolute damnedest to not share information that I am not given permission to share about me. Just as, just as I would expect them to respect my privacy, I do my best to respect theirs. I'll gladly overshare, says Bon Bon. I mean, I tend to overshare as well, to the point where it becomes, like, cringe comedy. Mostly my co-host cringing at what I'm saying.
Huh? Wait, what?
I said, I was just responding to something that Bon Bon said in chat about Bon Bon tends to overshare. I said, I tend to overshare too, to the point that it becomes cringe comedy, but it's mostly my co-hosts that are cringing instead of me.
It's true.
You do not know the half of it. You do not know the half of it. Even my my loving wife and partner it can make me cringe at times. Both Maxine here and her tag team me on that cringe part very often.
So you're confirming that we do tag team you every now and then.
with cringe. Where's your mind going now? Now I'm starting to question you.
Where do you think? Where is my mind always?
In the gutter.
Because I was born in the gutter, also known as Texas.
We both were, technically.
Yep. It's why I will always make fun of Texas.
Oh my
Technically,
God.
I have birthright to it.
God damn it. I've been born
with sandy cheeks.
Look, I've been born in Illinois, and I've been in Illinois all my life.
Like, when I've actually had people get confused about, like, me being born in Texas, but having lived my whole life in North Carolina. Like, when I was showing my birth certificate to the person at the DMV when I got my driver's license for the first time, they were like, wait, you say that you're from that you lived in North Carolina your whole life, but your birth certificate says you were born in Texas. And, like, you know, I politely explained to them that, like, I was born there, but I didn't there. But at the same time, I'm like, you know, it's possible to be born in another state, and then your family just takes you back to the state that they live in, right? Like, my dad was born in Germany. That doesn't mean that he grew up in Germany.
Yeah.
Or, my grandpa lived in South Korea for a while. That doesn't mean that he's Korean. At this point, just get me on VC someday. I'll just start yapping enough for the both of us. I mean, if we can ever work out the time zone differences for it and find something we can do together as a collab that you would want to be a part of, I'm not against it. Although I would like to, you know, casually chat with you some more to better get to know you. So it's not like, to make sure that that we would have good chemistry together for your comfort.
Yeah, fair. Also, I'm partially paying attention to the stream and working on D&D stuff for my reasons.
Okay. Yeah, because
So
that's
if,
coming up in
so-
2 weeks.
Yeah, so Chad, if you guys don't hear me, like, speaking, it's because I'm also, like, working on D&D stuff for the sessions that are coming up, and it's a lot of work.
Next month or so, I'm still in Ireland, so I don't have to keep family in mind. Noted. We can pick literally any time. I don't have a sleep schedule anyways.
Honestly,
we'll talk it
same,
out.
though.
Same. But I do have, like, in the next week or so, I have important doctor's appointment coming up.
So, although to be fair, Lulu has said to me throughout me and her relationship that she was going to break my night howl habits. She sort of did, not completely.
So say hello to our first boss fight, the Watchman.
Yep,
I believe he's called the Watchman.
I believe it's Watchmen, yeah.
I know he looks like a plague doctor, but ignore that. He just walked in from Bloodborne.
Oh my god.
Yeah, be real though, he looks like something from Bloodborne.
He really
He
does,
does.
actually.
Yeah,
This
from
came
my
out
memory,
before
he does.
Bloodborne.
Bloodborne was the reason why I got a PS4. Aside from Final Fantasy XIV.
I am getting my ass handed to me.
Oh my god.
I forgot how much damage you take. And
Yeah,
Simon doesn't really have like a light magic healing ability. He has a shield instead.
Well, Simon is more focused on defense rather than healing, so he's supposed to be more of a tank enforcer rather than a person who could heal off of attacks. He's not Gabriel now.
Just message me, I'll probably forget. Yo, same though. I forget things all the time. Like I often say, I have a very unphotographic memory. I call it a doodle memory.
It's true.
Yep, can relate. Can definitely agree on with Miles on this one with Ari.
I've known Ari probably longest out of everyone.
Yeah, you've known me longer
Yeah,
than
you've
anyone else in my friend group ever has by virtue of us knowing each other since we were babies.
To be fair, Miles, that is true. However, with as much time as I've spent with him and with our stream host here and Lulu, yeah, I pick up on a lot of things, including you, Miles, JKR, Furret, and etc. So I tend to have a bit of an awareness Anyway, how are you doing on not dying?
I am really relying on Mommy and her ghost to, keep me from taking one final hit that would probably kill me. I'm almost out of magic. I'm getting the rhythm down.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, there's a rhythm to this fight. It's more so, do not be the instigator.
Yeah.
You need to be more reactive rather than instigating. Do not pick a fight. Do not pick the fight. Let him try to swing at you, then you go at him.
Yeah, it's more so like that pattern where he lights the lantern and everything turns dark, snaking up and down. I gotta get the rhythm of that down. Beat him, by the way, with a little bit of health left and without running out of magic, and now he gets eaten. He gets eaten and turns into the Munch Fucker, or I think he's called the Reaver.
I think it's Reaver.
I prefer Munch Fucker.
Of course you do.
Yeah, it's called the Night Watchman, not the Watchman. Okay. Just got his bestiary entry. Thank you for correcting me, game that I'm playing.
I mean, if you don't know the name of the enemies, they'll just straight out tell you after you kill them.
Yeah.
I think the lore book also tells you their weaknesses. So you know, for later playthroughs. I don't know. I'm going off of what I remember. I might be thinking about Lament of Innocence.
I think that's Lament of Innocence, because the bosses in this game don't really have specific weaknesses. Or so patterns you can begin with.
Yeah, then I'm thinking something else then. Never mind.
The Munch what? The Munch Fucker. It's a term that I picked up from Joel, Vinesauce Joel, also known as Vark Skeletor, where, it was an
stream host senpai.
One of my senpais. It was, he was streaming Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 with a, with an online collaborative multiplayer mod, that allowed people to join in on his session and make stuff in his park. And he also removed, like, the in-game limitations for what the rides would allow you to do, so you could get real fucky with it. And one person made, like, there's the Lost Soul. There goes the Lost Soul. He made, someone that visited his park made, like, a roller coaster that goes into a big monster's mouth, and then the track exits out of the monster's ass.
Oh my god.
And, when Joel was looking at it, he referred to the big monster as the Munch Fucker, and that just stuck with me.
Okay.
Like, why say you would love, if you like Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, which, to my understanding, is a lot of people's favorite Roller Coaster Tycoon. I don't know, I've never played it. It gets crazier when you use the Open RCT2 mod to remove the in-game limitations on what rides allow you to do. There's stuff like power lift, like using the power launcher on one of those, like, tower ride one of those tower rides, you know, the one where, like, you're all in the seats and it, like, moves you upwards.
Yeah, the tower ride that drops you and everything, or...
Yeah, power launching that so it goes off the tower and flies up into the air.
Yeah. They have one in Wisconsin where you're attached to a seat and they sling you like a slingshot.
They have one of those at Carowinds in North Carolina. Or is it South Carolina?
Yeah.
It's like right on the border. I don't know whether
It's North Carolina, I think, technically.
See, the funny thing is, that when they fire you with that, you bungee up and down right above the wave pool that fires an 8-foot wave.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it's, and I've been in that wave pool.
I've actually...
And, it's a lot of fun, but I can't do it no more, because, again, I am blind.
Speaking of wave pools, Carowinds also has a water park section I've never been to. I've never been to it because every time I go, we don't go there for the water park, so we don't bring, like, swimsuits. Because it's enough to travel there for, like, you know, the roller coaster stuff. But to bring a whole separate set of clothes and, like, towels and stuff.
I need to go to a water park again with Lulu sometime. I need to actually plan one with her.
So we don't get holy water, but we do get what is essentially just a Molotov cocktail.
Yeah, basically it's basically I think I don't know the name of it. I know it's
called
taxes and
it's called the oil flask.
Yeah, I just call it the firebomb just for the fact that in Castlevania 1, that was originally what the holy water was called anyway, and this is a literal firebomb.
Yeah, it was called firebomb in the English localization. Because that's basically what holy water does in Castlevania.
Yeah, they also called it our firebomb in Castlevania HD. But yeah, no, Simon's got the axes Simon has are like way more reliable in my opinion, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta agree. I don't use sub-weapons much in the Lords of Shadow games, but I use them more in this game because they better flow into the...
Well, also the fact that 2.5D style, you have enemies that are either on the floor or in the air, and the axe can hit both air and ground enemies in a arc.
This is also a game where I use area attacks a lot more when they're not just part of a combo. Because area attacks, instead of just sweeping horizontally, which is kind of pointless in Lords of Shadows 3 games, because, like, it covers the same distance anyway, it covers a wider horizontal range, whereas direct attacks just forward. And they deal with the same amount of damage. It's why I wish that Lords of Shadow had a light and heavy system with every other character action game.
Well, to be fair, not just this, not only in this game, but vertical attacks are only used to set up abilities like that buzzsaw chain whip ability.
Yeah, but
so it's not more so used for like damage. It's for like setting up for bigger damage. Whereas in this game, the horizontal attacks are broken because you hit everything on screen.
Yeah, it covers the entire area in front of you. Have fun.
Yeah, pretty much. And I would only see vertical being used if you're focusing on like a boss, so you can just rack up crazy damage. Because I think vertical attacks hit a little harder, but horizontals don't hit as hard, but they are able to cover more.
So
it's like a trade. It's pick your poison.
As a little bit of lore that Nico expands, that's a setup for Nico to expand on, because this is the closest we get to like a Lords of Shadow incarnation of some of the events of mainline Castlevania games. The next spirit ability that we're going to get, which acts as Simon's equivalent to dark magic, being offensive based, is this game's version of Schneider from Castlevania.
Yes.
And the castle, before being taken over by Dracula, was owned by Walter Bernhardt.
Yeah, Walter Bernhardt was Lament of Innocence. Schneider was Castlevania 64. But yeah, Walter Bernhardt, if I had to put him as a term, counts as an ancient vampire. He was like one of the original Lords of Darkness that I think, believe it or not, in some fan media he used to be like a holy warrior as well, but canonically he's taken over the Force of Eternal Night with 2 stones. Well, he only had 1 stone, which was the Ebony Stone, which made him invincible. He could not be harmed, and the night over the forest became eternal, which is why the vampire killer was made, because it destroyed the stone with its anti-magical properties and then was able to like strike Walter down. Whereas the Crimson Stone, which I will not get into right now, is another great treasure which gives the power of dominance over every creature of the night, including gods. And yeah, Walter basically, his whole game is kidnap a maiden, basically kidnap someone's beloved, drag the person stupid enough to go into the forest to try and save them, only for them to ultimately end up losing to Walter because he could not be killed.
It's just a game to him.
It's a massive game, like Ronaldo said. It's just like, I'm bored. I'm gonna do a whole damsel in distress thing to see how far this guy can get, only to end up killing him in the end. And I get free, and I basically get free DoorDash or Uber Eats at this point.
Let's be honest, since he's basically ordering groceries, it's Postmates.
Yeah, and the only reason why he kept Ronaldo alive is because he sees him as part of the game where he gives the hunters kind of a advantage, but it's not really, because, hey, if you can't hurt me, I can't die, and therefore you're gone.
You know what the worst part of all this is? The worst part of this discussion of the game that Walter likes to play here? The fact that every single participating in this call or watching this stream just lost the game.
Seriously?
God damn it. I expected this from Lulu, not from you, but then again, you and Lulu share the same brain cell to give me an aneurysm, so I guess that tracks. I love Lulu very, very much. I love Maxine here as like a big sister, but God forbid they make my head spin.
I like that you referred to me as a big sister when I'm younger than you by like 2 years.
Character, yes. Character, technically, I don't know how long you've been around as a half vampire, half cyborg elf.
I was just going to say, before you actually gave a very reasonable answer to that. That hadn't occurred to me. My thought was, does that mean that I just have that One-sama energy? Ada.
Gosh.
A friend that acted as my big sister at one point had a crush on me, that to the point where they wanted to kill Lulu, but then became an overly protective big sister. Yeah, on Gaia, her character became over. Basically, I made friends with this person,
Attached girlfriend,
and we became friends. I gave them an item on Gaia. The message they sent me was, you do not expect to, you do not give someone an item that is, like, on their wish list that is, like, expensive and not expect to get laid for it, right? And I'm like, what the fuck?
What?
Yeah.
That's not just a red. That's not just a red flag. That's crimson.
Yeah, but no, like, I know they were like joking in character. When I've actually talked to them, they're actually pretty chill.
Okay, because we were afraid that this was like...
No. Look, I had someone on Gaia that acted that way, but then I managed to block them and got them banned.
Have a good night, Bonbon.
Have a good night, Bonbon. But no, like I said, Gaia Online, as much as I've met every one of my friends on there, it was a mistake.
Apparently we ran into the man on fire. And then he got knocked out, and then Simon got knocked out with a wooden ladle. This isn't the Chupacabra, this is a hunchback.
Yeah, the fucking hunchbacks, aka Flayman!
Yep, this is the one time we see Fleeman. I mean, one game where we see Fleeman.
I just realized the moment Megatronus picks up, not Megatronus, Galavar picks up a Fleeman, trying to throw it. The Fleeman just says, "Daddy."
Oh no.
Chad Fleeman would not be living.
You know what I'm imagining? If it was like a swarm of Fleamen trying to overwhelm the
What?
players.
What?
I'm imagining it being like Dragon Ball Z Abridged when they fought the Cell Juniors, and there was the one that there's the one that was like fighting Vegeta, and he goes, Vegeta! Oh God, no! I'm fighting you!
Oh God!
No, it's Nappa Jr.
The moment that if I ever did that kind of check, I'm tormenting Riku. I'm tormenting Riku with this.
It's just Vegeta Jr. It's Nappa Jr.
Well,
The
there
whole
was
time.
Vegeta Jr., which was one of the Cybermen. The Cell Jr. that was fighting Vegeta that said that to him was Vegeta Jr. Jr.
Oh no.
Because Vegeta Jr. was... Yeah, because Vegeta Jr. was already dead.
Oh, brother. But no, from Gaia, I have a lot of people who who I see as like older or younger brother or sister, and shaped my character to the way that it is today. Ari is being one of those people.
Also, I just want to say, for your own sake, you do not have to worry about specific gender identity with me, because the way I experience gender fluidity, which I know it varies from person to person, the way I experience it is that I'm not particularly attached to one identity or the other.
Okay, I'm just being overly cautious.
Yeah, I get it. That's why I'm pointing this out for your own sake, so you don't have to stress about it.
Joke's on you, I stress every freaking day.
You too? No way.
Yo, it's like we're star-crossed siblings.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I was about to say lovers, but no, we're more friends with benefits.
Okay! Okay.
I mean, I didn't know you guys were doing that sort of thing. Okay.
Yeah, friends with benefits. I entertain him with streams, and he takes me to Galloping Ghost when we come to visit. What kind of benefits did you think?
The free food benefits. I don't know.
I mean, to be fair, kind of, yeah.
What were you thinking? I mean, if any of you thought I was talking about something lewd, that's on you.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about free food.
I still need to get an image of Gardevoir holding up a sign that says lewd as she's blushing with a panic on her face.
I just need to have that as like an image I can pull up on stream.
Just like, lewd. Stop it.
Mirror of
Hey.
Faith, yay.
Mirror of Fate, yep. Fun fact, you know what? I was about to correct you with it being Mirror of Fate. An in-development title for this was Mirror of Faith before they settled on Mirror of Fate.
Yeah.
So Lulu is technically correct. The best kind of correct.
Yes. Technically. Also, hi, honey.
Alright, cutscene time. Important cutscene time.
Yep.
Wait.
It was like Alucard, I assume.
Who
Yeah.
was it that helped me escape? Do you know him? Damn it! I'm tired of your silence. Show him to me. Here! Now! Stupid creature.
He's like, don't you fucking dare.
Oh God.
It's
Like
not a creature,
the
I
Lost Soul,
assume.
the Lost Soul
At least
can express so much with no dialogue and no facial expressions.
I mean, yeah, like you don't really need dialogue or much expression if you're intimidating enough.
Like I'm. That is a compliment to like the animators and character designers for the game. They made such a good design, and they animated it so expressively without needing it to talk.
Have you made to the lewd boss?
No, we are still towards the beginning of Simon's part, so we have not gotten to the Succubus Queen yet.
I will say this though, and I'm pretty sure you've seen the weapon, Ari. Alucard's blade looks so fucking good.
Oh yeah. I've actually been playing a bit of Lords of Shadow 2 off stream recently, just to refresh myself on it, because I only did the one playthrough when it came out. A lot of it is better than I remember. Or at least not as bad as its reputation suggests. But there are parts of especially its combat that I feel are over-designed.
I will say this with Lords of Shadow 2, despite me crapping on it a lot, it's not a bad game, just the final boss and how they did the whole fight dirty is my problem.
Yeah. The story is
That
still
and
a
the
hot mess, but the gameplay's better than I remember.
The only thing I do not like is the stealth missions.
Yeah.
The stealth parts.
It's not just that the stealth. It's not just that the stealth is poorly implemented, and I say this as a fan of Metal Gear, so I know my stealth games. It's that a lot of it's not clearly like laid out what you're supposed to do, and it's just you get spotted, then you die.
Well, my main reasoning is by the time you reach near the end of the game, you have all your powers. You are literally Dracula.
And you're still having to stealth around.
Well, not only that, yeah, but like you have the power of chaos itself. You are able to rip through people instantaneously. Are you telling me you cannot rip through this big hunking piece of metal?
Yeah. Give me the best variants, Ara. Now that is an interesting challenge. Challenge accepted. Let's see, get into Varen's character. Oh my, it's been a bit since I've done the Varen. And it does tend to fluctuate every time I do. Oh my. Let's see. Ara. I hope that satisfied you, Pixie Love.
Oh god. That's right, I gotta go back to babysitting the majority of the D&D group in a few weeks.
Yep.
Oh no. It's like I never left.
You're welcome, Lulu.
Yeah, I don't know why. Okay, also, I don't know why that random screech when that person got hit after that long silence made me laugh. I don't know why. It just did.
Also, I gotta say, the harpies in this game, completely unrealistic. Everyone knows that harpies are flat-chested because that's more aerodynamic.
Yeah.
Monster Musume taught me that. And then I started bringing harpies into the fold. And, turns out that they make good aerial coverage. They're a pain in the ass to feed, though.
Look, the harpies I'm okay with.
Also, there's the time where they have to lay an egg every now and then. That gets awkward.
Look, I will say this: the only time harpies ever have a bust size is if it's like a B cup. That is literally it, like a B.
Yeah. They're more caked up than they are busty.
Well, I mean, they are technically birds.
Yep. See, that's why I like Monster Musume so much, other than just, the sexy monster girls. It's that there's actual thought and care put into the biology and design of the monster girls instead of just going for what the author finds sexiest. It's like, okay, was the evolutionary biology reason for why they would look this way?
Look, I just like Monster Musume for the for the hijinks and the slice of life part of it.
Also, in a more recent Monster Musume chapter, we finally got an explanation for where the hell Sue came from.
Oh, where did she come from? I need to know.
She is one of a group of slimes that was created by a water elemental.
So she's straight up. That makes sense, actually.
Like, she's not a water elemental herself, but she's the offspring of one.
Yeah, but it also makes sense when the main character got sick and she was feeding him water. There was a reason why the water actually cooled his fever and actually cured him. Water elementals have purifying and curative properties. They're more about giving life rather than destroying it.
Yep. Because water is typically associated with purifying properties.
Yeah.
There's also...
the method she did it was unorthodox, but okay.
There's also a chapter where they go to a hot spring, and we get to see what happens when Sue takes in hot spring water.
Do I need to ask?
It's funny. And it's not, like, over-sexualized. It's like, yeah, that kind of makes sense. Because the hot spring water has a lot of, like, minerals in it, it makes her smarter. Like, she starts trying to figure out, like, the group's taxes and stuff.
Oh my fucking...
Like, she puts on glasses and she puts on glasses and starts talking about, like, finances.
Look, Sue is adorable. She's a little bundle of chaotic fun. But God forbid, when stuff happens, it happens.
Yeah, like, one of the things that makes Sue such a fun character is that, like, it's not just that, like, oh, her boobas get bigger the more water she has. It's that depending on what's in the water that she's drinking, that can affect her personality.
It affects. I mean, a good example is when Sue tried to calm the Dryad down.
Yeah.
Look, I love the Dryad for the reason that she's just very funny. Like, her character is very hilarious.
Also, in more recent chapters, they finally introduced Succubi.
In one chapter introduced a Lilith, not a succubus. Never mind, I'm being stupid.
Succubi, they're Gyarus.
Oh dear fucking god.
They all have bleach blonde hair and tan skin, and different types of succubi are either, like, you know, Valley Girl types, like young adults or teens, and then, like, the elder succubi are, like, ara mommies in, like, silk dresses.
And you wonder why us Belmonts have to keep up our guard every single fucking day. Look, as crazy and squirrely as a lot of the female monsters and majority of the male monsters go, I will say this, I am very, very cautious.
There's also a whole story arc that's about them being trapped inside a high school AU.
Dude, there's been a whole arc based around them being in a adventure, like a D&D-esque style thing.
The high school AU is the one that introduces one of the succubus characters.
Oh god. Speaking of succubus in high school, the one thing I find funny about Rosario Vampire is they introduced the vampire killer whip, but they call it Belmont.
Yep.
And my main problem with this, two main problems. One, how the fuck did somebody get their hands on it and the headmaster was able to buy it? And two, Why the fuck is Mocha able to fucking crack that whip when that weapon is meant to kill vampires?
There's a third one that I think you are trying to forget. Hey Timo,
What?
hey Chuck.
Hey,
The third one is why do they train with the Belmont whip by using it to whip the masochistic witch girl?
My family's weapon is literally getting slandered.
That is a thing that happens in Monster Musume. I knew you were wanting to forget that.
No, I know. I had every book. I had even the 2 seasons of the anime, and I will tell you this. That witch girl needs to get her priorities straight, because holy fuck.
Yeah. At least it happened to the better witch girl.
I mean, fair.
Not the lowly character that I despise.
You mean Yukari?
I hate Yukari.
So my master desires this weapon.
Oh god.
Your father was not worthy of carrying it, and neither are you.
Now we get to fight a necromancer.
Great! Also, I remember necromancers being a pain in the ass in this game.
Yeah, thankfully there's only the one.
All of a sudden, 2 more roll up behind him.
He rolled up. Well, I mean, he did summon some skeletons, so he rolled up with the squad. Thankfully, skeletons are less of a pain in the ass to deal with in this game than they are in most of Lords of Shadow.
Yeah.
Because you just have to hit their, you just have to hit the pile of bones to destroy them instead of doing specific attacks.
That was a thing, really?
Yeah, it's because the area attacks in this game cover vertically, so you just have to hit them with those. Whereas in Lords of Shadow 1 and Lords of Shadow 2, since 3D and area attacks cover horizontal distance in that one, you have to like get in the air and do like a ground pound attack called guillotine.
That'd be annoying.
Like you have to do that every time you fight a skeleton, otherwise they keep getting back up.
Usually what I did with that was, when they got destroyed, I used the holy water and they just died.
See, that would require me to actually engage with any of the sub-weapon mechanics in Lords of Shadow.
Oh god.
I need to talk to Timo about something that happened at my GameStop later.
Hide behind a woman.
I just remembered.
Is your father.
Timo said your ancestor's fiancé is being slandered.
See how you fight without your.
Yeah, pretty much! Poor Sarah. All I'm gonna say is that, poor Sarah. My ancestor's fiance was mortified about that, and which is why I even have to tell my wife at times, and a majority of all the I know, the vampire killer is not a toy. It is not meant for carnal pleasures, and it's not meant for messing around with. It is meant to kill vampires and demons.
I love Timo's reaction of uh-oh.
She knew what she had unleashed.
Yeah, she did. Which, by the way, Timo, I hope you're doing very well, and I hope your day's been going pretty well. Same with you, Chuck.
Stole my mom, and now I'm gonna get her back by breaking the stick.
Let's see how you fight without this.
I have the power of God and Mommy on my side.
Okay, look, to be fair, despite the accent, this Simon is actually pretty good.
Yeah. Like, he is the most Scottish man in Castlevania, but I say that as in, like, he is a proud Scot who will kick your ass if you dare speak negative against him and slander his name with your dirty Saxon mouth.
Look, the fact is, he walks up to a necromancer and is like, yeah, let's see you play it out with your stick.
He walks up to a necromancer, punches him in the face repeatedly, rips him apart, and pulls the vampire killer out of him. Yeah, that sounds about right. Gabriel would never.
Gabriel wouldn't. Simon. Well, here's the thing. Simon also learned how to fight and hunt in the forest like a wild man. So his fighting style is a little more brutal than most, whereas in original Castlevania, he's more so a gothic knight who is praised by kings.
Who just happens to dress like a barbarian. Whereas in this one, they made him a barbarian.
They're like, we don't have enough barbarian in our Simon Belmont, so we're going to put more barbarian so he can barbarian with the barbarians.
Now we have the repel ability, so we can swing from stuff and grapple to certain points.
Now we get the this is one of my favorite abilities because the whip is now just not like an attacking weapon. Now you're able to use it. See, I like Castlevania games that allow you to use the whip to traverse areas by swinging. I love it because it's just like
not enough of them do that.
No, Castlevania 4 does, and Bloodlines does.
Yeah, like I'm saying, not enough do that.
Yeah, no, not enough do. Hell no. Not many do. Which hopefully in Belmont's Curse they'll
Implement.
Implement. Thank you. I can't English. English is hard.
English is one of the hardest languages to learn.
And yet we know it.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a whole Metal Gear game about it. Do I need to go back to that? Do I need to play through Metal Gear Solid 5 again?
God damn it.
No.
God damn it. Now I'm just thinking about dressing up, cosplaying my, Gardevoir as, Castlevania 3 Sypha Belnades, just with the blue robe.
Not this Sypha Belnades, where she's got titties out.
I mean, to be fair, Judgment already confirmed the fact that, actually a lot of things confirmed that Sypha has a really, endowed chest. I mean, not overly endowed, but endowed.
Yeah, whereas in this one, she's just, like, barely concealed. Because they couldn't get away with showing nipples on the 3DS.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Look, there are bust sizes, and then there's Carmilla.
Yeah. Except for Carmilla in Lords of Shadow, she's not that outlandishly busty.
No, yeah, but, I will applaud Judgment for one thing, and I will say this, in praise to Carmilla. It is impressive that whole, one-piece, leotard armored outfit with, the platform shoes and high heels is all made out of an Iron Maiden.
Yep.
That is impressive considering how heavy Iron Maidens are, and that, lore-wise, the spikes from Iron Maiden armor, poke at the, pressure points. So every time that you use magic or physical strength, you get hurt, but your attacks become catastrophic.
Timo says, I just remembered this is a Year of Luigi title. The 3DS version was... Actually, no, it wasn't. Year of Luigi was, 2013. Lords of Shadow 2... but the 3DS version came out in 2012.
Yeah, but, but I think what Timo was saying, they left into Mario Brothers a bit, yeah.
Yeah, but, it wasn't, like, part of the Year of Luigi, because it predates the Year of Luigi being announced.
Yeah.
And Year of Luigi was just a Nintendo thing. Other companies weren't getting in on it.
Yeah. Oh, God.
My GameStop ho I got for free.
What about it?
Oh, it's like almost perfect. It has 3 white spots on the back, and it's triggering me because I keep seeing them, and I wanted to get it graded.
What?
I just know you can find Luigi in the pipes. Yep.
It's from Chaos Rising.
Okay.
Also, I meant to say this earlier when the discussion of the 2 stones in Lament of Innocence came up.
Okay.
I know that moment has passed, but I'm still going to say it because I think you'll appreciate the bit. It's a stone, Walter! You didn't make it!
Okay. I don't even think you can do the football thing because both the stones don't even look like footballs. Inevitably, the Crimson Stone became what's known as Dracula's heart.
Yep.
Like, inevitably, it does become Dracula's heart, which becomes one of the 5, in some games, 6 pieces of Dracula that you go after.
I got new Funko Pops, by the way.
So did my
Oh, what
sister
Funkos?
As a present from one of her classmates for finishing the play. They gave her a Funko Pop of Jigsaw from Saw.
That's cool.
Oh, nice.
I got the Espeon soft color that's a little bit more like a light purple. It's a GameStop exclusive. I got the 10-inch Ivysaur they released at Target. And I got the Blue Eyes White Dragon, Red Eyes Black Dragon, or sorry, Blue Eyes White Dragon, Red Eyes Black Dragon, and their Magician coming out of their card, like materializing out of their cards.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But my GameStop didn't tell me they were in, and they almost sold them all to somebody else until I called the manager, and he was like, "Oh, wait, no, these are your pre-orders."
See, me and Lulu had an Umbreon pre-ordered at GameStop for the Funko Pop, and it came out, and it was supposed to come out in I think it was like January 14th or something, and they still said they didn't get it in. All of a sudden, and when we went back to check one more time in March, they're like, "Oh, it was here this entire time in the back of the drawer. We just didn't see it. Do you still want to buy it?" I'm like, "We paid for that."
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm in the back of my head. I'm like, are you stupid? I literally have the receipt right here. I pre-ordered it. I paid it in full.
They were just like, oopsie whoopsie. Ooh, we made a fucky wucky. What would a
Good
fuck
lord.
go?
I mean, that GameStop is closed now. That was in the mall, but it became a comic book store. And speaking of that comic book store, I still need to find a place to put my Tails sticker.
I feel like it being replaced with a comic book store is a step up.
Well, they still have Pokemon cards, they have comics, and a lot of like memorabilia and stuff. And my friend who visited me last Saturday bought me and Lulu 2 stickers each. I got a Tails and Amy one, and she got 2 Godzillas, and Lulu wanted the Amy sticker, so I'm like, sure, I'll trade you for one of your Zillas.
The Gourdzillas?
They're Chibizillas.
No, they're gourds. They look like gourds.
Yeah. They are gourds, yes.
The greatest of all gourds.
Good lord.
It looks like it's really tough to do, Ari, to get the right angle.
I'm just
It
not
is,
doing
it
yeah.
is.
Yeah, I'm just not doing it right.
Look, Mirror of Fate has a lot of jumps and stuff that you need to do that is very finicky.
The swinging
I
is a
will
little
say that.
weird because, like, you would think, like, if you want to swing, you just
Yeah.
press left and right, back and forth. No, you have to press A to start swing.
Yeah, no, yeah. Whereas in Castlevania 4, when you whip onto the thing and you stand and you're like not swinging, all you do is click left and right on the D-pad and you start swinging, but you have to build up momentum.
Yeah. And you would think, like, you press A to jump off, but no. You press the right trigger to jump off.
You know how many times I've died trying to swing when I've accidentally let go and died and fell into a damn pit?
I know exactly what you...
It is fucking frustrating. I'm just like, god damn it.
Also, like, what they committed one of the cardinal sins of 2D platform. They added fall damage.
Dare they?
Yeah. Fall damage in a Castlevania game has never been a thing except for this.
Yeah.
Well, no, I shouldn't say. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. There is fall damage in Castlevania 64.
Well, in the 2D games.
No, 2D games. No, there should not be fall damage. Like, this is the only game that. Well, it's 2.5D, but 2D nonetheless. It has fall damage. That's a sin.
Yeah. Sorry if if I occasionally take breaks to not make progress. It's because I am trying to get 100% in this, because, you know, you get the ending for 100%, so I'm trying my best to minimize how much backtracking I'm gonna have to do.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, again, there's 100% and then there's true 100%.
And I've done both.
100% fucking... Yeah, I have too, and true 100% sucks. Like, it sucks. But yeah, now getting the 100% ending is not even hard because you could just passively do it.
Yeah, you just have to get all the bestiary entry, that's all.
Yeah, and a lot of them is just like monsters, so it's just like, kill them and you get it. Basically, you see a creature, you fight it. Be like Simon, be that barbarian that goes like, I'm gonna punch it.
I'm just imagining now, like, this Simon being part of one of the greatest memes to come out of Power Rangers.
Okay.
That doesn't tie into Mighty Morphin. It's from RPM. Which is for when the Blue Ranger is fighting, like, the second in command of the villain of that season. She's listing off all the gimmicks that the different members of the team have. And she's like, so what does that make you? Then he, like, knocks her away and just proudly says, I'm Scottish!
Oh my god. Yeah, I can see the Simon doing that, god damn. Actually, Simon's outfit in this game kind of is a bit of a reminisce to, Chronicles.
Yeah, it kinda is.
Just a different color scheme.
Not nearly as, like, kinky looking.
Yeah, it's just, different color scheme and has a, like a
fur trim.
Yeah, fur trim and, like a, leather fur, armored skirt.
Yeah.
I mean, aside from that, it's practically 1-for-1. Oof.
I fell into the acid. I couldn't see there was acid down there.
Yeah, I had to jump in the green Kool-Aid. The green forbidden Kool-Aid.
Look, I thought it was Ecto Cooler, okay? Because I've never had Ecto Cooler.
I've had Ecto Cooler.
I've just been afraid to try Ecto Cooler and, generally, like, green-flavored stuff. And, like, you're probably gonna mock me for the reason why I've been, reluctant/hesitant to try any green-flavored things.
Try me.
Green is not a creative color.
Okay.
And therefore, if I were to consume it, it would suck out all my creativity.
I mean, we all have our reasons. Look, you know me, I ain't gonna judge.
That was also just a reference to "Don't hug me, I'm scared."
Yeah, fair enough.
That it was all just to set up for a "Don't hug me, I'm scared" reference. I'm not actually. It's more so about like green is not often a color that you see for like actual flavors in nature, unless it's like you see they call those green. I hate that people call them white grapes. They're green. But like, it's more often associated with like sour apple or stuff like that when it comes to artificial flavors. And I'm like, I don't do well on sour.
I mean, green is okay.
I don't do well with spicy, and I don't do well with sour.
Spicy I can handle so long as it's like a lip burn. If it's anything worse than that, you've gone too far. But if there's one thing I liked as a kid, and I still kind of do, is blue flavored stuff. Blue flavored drinks.
Oh, blue flavored stuff, especially if it's blue raspberry.
I'm talking about like the blue hug barrels and like the blue ice pops and all that.
The ones where you're like, I don't know what flavor this is, but it sure tastes like blue.
I wanted to do I want to do like a joke in the future for the Pokemon D&D where my Gardevoir is like, as the healer is like looking at one of the party members who are hurt. So she just takes out like a small box and takes out a frozen pop and just shows it to one of them like, do you want cherry or do you want blueberry? And I'm like in the back of my head, that was playing in loop over and over again. And I'm just like, I need to do that. I want to.
Try this again.
You got this. I believe in you.
That's one. Alright. Stop swinging for a bit, Simon, so I can upwards. Almost fell. I am forgetting. I'm already forgetting these swinging controls because they're so unintuitive.
Believe me, before I lost my vision, when I was playing this on my Xbox, because Lulu got me the collection on Xbox 360, and it transferred over. I had the exact same problem, friendo, and I'm just like, I can do this. I can do this. I know how this weapon works. Let me swing. Simon, climb up, and all of a sudden he falls right through it. I'm like, God fucking damn it.
Also, my OCD kicks into overdrive when playing the HD version of this game on any platform because it's not properly 16:9. There's black bars on both sides. Why?
Yeah, I feel ya. Yeah.
That happened with the Fire Red Leaf Green remakes too on the Switch.
Oh yeah, that's because it's just emulating a Game Boy Advance game. This is natively ported to modern consoles, and they couldn't fit it to 16:9 aspect ratio. I'm not expecting a Game Boy Advance game to fit a 16:9. At least put some borders on there that aren't just pillar boxed.
Yeah.
You know what would have been really cool for the black borders that were on there that they could have done, since it's like if you did like as a DLC or like an added bonus, have the original Castlevania 1 box art, or like have like the original arts sort of like showing on the side.
Like even the HD version of Symphony of the Night that's on Xbox filled up the border space on 16:9 displays with art of with key art of Dracula and Alucard looking at each other.
Yeah, that's the weird thing they didn't do on this.
I mean, granted, it's such a small space that what can you really do with the border? But that just further raises the question of why not just fill up more of the picture? Like, you're already almost there.
Oh my god. Also, I will say the music is good, but in certain sections, like where it's like very silent, I feel like something else could have been put there.
Something that's not just like atmospheric droning.
Oh, yeah,
or like
because
orchestral atmospheric dronings, like an actual.
yeah, like in the other Castlevanias, like you had like Bloody Tears or like some like or Vampire Killer, Simon's Theme, beginning, or like some form of track that not only adds to the ambience but gives it a little bit more of it, like you want to keep going forward. Like there's action in these tunes, and with Lords of Shadow, they focus way too hard on the ambience or whatever.
Ambiance,
and,
if you want to go with the proper Francais pronunciation.
Ambiance, yeah. Basically, like they focus way too much on the ambience, and not enough on like what Castlevania is. Like there is gothic horror, there is like a whole motif, but but the action elements of it is also just as big as like the gothic horror setting.
Yeah. Lords of Shadow's music, outside of our we found a use for it,
Yeah.
with it being very fitting for an indie campaign. But it's not memorable unless it's interpolating a tune from another Castlevania game. Which, that's kind of cheating.
I mean, Order of Ecclesia and Portrait of Ruin are actually all the DS and Game Boy Advance games are a good example of like newer songs that got put into the game but that weren't remixes of older ones.
Yeah.
A good one I like is one good song I like in Portrait is called Gaze Up Into Darkness or Up at Darkness. Another one is Banquet of Madness, and then for Order of Ecclesia, The Colossus or Ebony Black Wings are very good.
But does the Colossus have a shadow? Is there a shadow
not
of the
joke-
Colossus?
Do not joke about that. Do not joke about that.
Did.
I thought you said choke because I didn't hear right.
What are you thinking, Miles?
I just happened to look at
First,
something on my phone.
first you were thinking. First, you were thinking about a milk tank drinking its own milk seductively.
No, I did not say that at all. That was Nico.
Now you're thinking. Now you're thinking about choking.
Look, I'm the one who brought up the facts about the milk tank drinking from its udders due to the fact that's basically like how else does that fucking move? You're the one who lingered about it.
It summons a milk jug literally in front of it and drinks it. That's what the freaking sprite is when it does that ability.
And what does the anime say, huh?
Okay, I'll look it up right now. I'm covering my dang self.
And even if you did find an explanation, the fandom's still gonna corrupt it.
Yeah, the fandom's just going to go with like the Monster Musume Minotaur explanation.
So in the anime, it says that Miltank emits a glowing warm aura to transfer its restorative energy into itself.
Okay.
So there is no such thing as what you described, Nico. So I don't know what fan fictions you've been reading, but geez.
Again, you're the one who lingered on it.
No, I was trying to defend myself when y'all started going at me, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
I'm leaving the judgment up to the stream hosts here. That's on them.
I find you both guilty of serving legal defense for the ridiculously low price of $99.99.
Oh my gosh.
That hurt me to my soul.
No, all I see is that
Miles. You want to just call a truce just for the fact of what just happened.
Yeah, we
All
should
I-
have called a truce ages ago.
No, what I'm trying to say is that I'm trying to get you in good with Jones' cheap-ass prepaid legal and daycare academy.
Gosh.
Gosh, dang it.
You pay $99.99 up front for their legal services.
Then again, I do blame the Pokemon fandom for like corrupting a lot of the things for Pokemon.
Just look at what they did
Like-
to Gardevoir.
Yeah, look what they did to my baby girl. Look what they did.
They took the character that's supposed to be like a wispy-looking mage knight and turned it into waifu.
I mean, its design did not really help its cause, but at the same time, like, literal Pokedex entry says that it is very protective and will guard its trainer with its life with devotion. And people turn that into something very, very lewd, and I'm just like, God damn it. Now you can't even, like, now you can't have, you can't be a fan of, like, Gardevoir, Lopunny, or Vaporeon without being judged. My friend who came to hang out with me in Lulu, I told him I got a life-size Gardevoir plush to rescue, and he's like, "Oh, you're one of those." I'm like, "I'm fucking sorry."
I'm going to interject here. In the Lopunny fetishist's defense, its character design was inspired by Playboy books, so they knew what they were doing.
Yeah, they knew what they were doing. But then again, they did the same. But then again, at the same time, with how Gardevoir looks as well, a lot of the Pokemon just have that look and appeal to them, and it's just like, oh god. Look, bottom line is, I just want to protect Gardevoir and a lot of the other Mons that are being looted. Like, you're free to like whatever Mon you like, just make sure you, like, keep, certain fans out of it, and just let people like what they like.
I was going to say, it sounds like you and Zentreya would get along. Because, before she started referring to her fan base as the Geckos, her old name for her fan base in her early days was the Anti-Lewd Army.
I kind of see me and Zentreya getting along.
Because, like, her original persona before she became a dragon and then a toaster was, that she was a general fighting against lewdness online.
Oh, God. Look, all I'm saying is, Gardevoir is a very, she's a very good Pokemon. They are very, very loyal. They will protect you, and all they want is head pats and cuddles. And then also have a little bit of orange cat brain cell energy by just doing funny things around the house at times, or in the wild.
That is very much an orange cat thing. I had an orange cat.
Look, I just love the fact that when a lot of people do art of Gardevoir, like hanging out with their trainer in day-to-day life, one of my favorite ones is there was a comic where Gardevoir wanted to eat ice cream for breakfast. Her trainer said no, so she uses a track to get the ice cream.
I know the comic you're talking about.
Yeah, Arlen, the Gardevoir, and
yeah,
he snaps out of it, takes the ice cream, and then the Gardevoir is just like, "No, give it back." I love Arlen, the Gardevoir. I love her. She's adorable. She proves that Gardevoirs can be adorable, fun-loving, and mischievous in an innocent and pure way.
Yeah, without being seductive. Like, yeah, she's using attract, but not like, you know, in the way of trying to, like,
yeah,
you know, the way that the fandom would usually interpret it. It's like, no, she's just, like, using a brief mind control ability.
Yep. Also, I love the comic where, they said, what if your trainer got turned into a Gallade? And the guy was like, "Oh, hey, this looks really cool." All of a sudden, it shows a close-up on the Gardevoir's face, like, heavy breathing. I'm like, oh no. I'm like, oh god. Oh my god! If you guys have never seen the Errol the Gardevoir comics, you definitely need to check them out. They're very wholesome and very fun. I think they even did a bit where the trainer poked Gardevoir's horn, and she was flustered, and all of a sudden the Curly was like, that's basically the equivalent of touching a human's boob. Like straight up, just looking up at him, like not even impressed.
Thank you for following, and I love this username, Alucard's Dirty Boxers.
Oh my god!
God tier username, props.
Yeah, that was actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Also, welcome to the stream. But yeah,
we were attempting the Lords of Shadow 1 DLC, then I remembered, oh yeah, it's bullshit. So we skipped ahead to Mirror of Fate.
Yeah, pretty much.
It was terrible, the puzzles.
Yeah.
You said there would be puzzles in my Castlevania.
Good question.
Oh my god. Oh right, there was a picture of Errol the Gardevoir being small, riding on the back of a Joltik. I need to find that picture again. That image is just like adorable.
There was speaking of like wholesome, like technically not as wholesome in this case. It was like the Succubus webcomics that were like, the Succubus herself was lewd, but it had like wholesome punchlines to them. Yeah, just being fan service. I, for the life of me, can't remember what they were called, but I saw them on Facebook all the time back in the day. I get the feeling they were probably a Tumblr thing, which is why I could never use.
Yeah.
But like one that sticks out to me was like Q&A with a Succubus. It's like what is your favorite game? Sex. What is your favorite was your favorite like fragrance of something, and she said like something lewd in response to it. Can't remember what it was. And it's like, what's your favorite kind of dessert? I like cream pies best. And then she gets bonked on the head by her housemate. She just says, owie.
Aww. Okay, look, hijinks like that are okay, because, of the context, but yeah, no, but yeah, no, a lot of the Pokemon are very adorable, and, like, the fandom is free to loot and like what they like, but the people who like the actual Pokemon for who they are, please don't judge people for liking certain Pokemon.
Yeah, don't lump the people who just like the Pokemon for the Pokemon with the people that like the Pokemon for the Rule 34 that they spawn.
Pretty much, yeah.
I mean, even Project Melody went on a rant about why do all the Pokemon have to be sexualized? Why can't a Pokemon just be a Pokemon?
Good question.
Or as she phrased it, leave the Pokerman alone.
Oh god.
That is a good point.
And she extended that to the Pokemon characters as well. Like, so there's a nurse in Pokemon. Why does it have to be a sexy nurse? Why can't it just be a nurse doing her job?
Fair.
Mm-hmm.
There's a policewoman. Why does it have to be a sexy policewoman? And I'm like, this is coming from Project Melody, of all people.
Yeah. But yeah, no, like I said, but speaking of the life-size Gardevoir, to the people who are new to the stream, thanks to Streamhouse and my loving, wife, Lulu. They helped me rescue a life-size Gardevoir from Japan, and she is part of the sanctuary that I run, and she is happily safe.
Safe from anyone that would loot her.
Look, we all know what a lot of people would do with the life-size Pokemon plushes.
I have spoken to people that have told me what they would do with the life-size Gardevoir plushies.
Oh?
Yeah, I have, a friend on one of my alt accounts for, spicy roleplays, is very into Gardevoir and wants the life-size plushie so he can do things with it.
How dare they?
I'm like the duality of man, everyone.
I am very, I don't know what this... I'm very upset.
I'm not naming and shaming because I'm not shaming him for his interests.
Look, I cuddle the life-size Gardevoir when I sleep at times, but here's the thing, dude. Like, don't do that to the Pokemon plushes. I mean, look, Jolteon is already on the borderline of having the same infamy as Vaporeon just because of what happened with its plush.
Yeah. Oh, I got Wombo comboed there.
Oh!
Bounce back and forth between the carousel head and the electric wall.
Do you want to play Pong?
Cutscene time.
Don't come any closer. You helped me once before, and now you do so again. Why? Who are you? That isn't important right now. That weapon you are carrying, how did you come upon it? There is a presence in the castle that guides me. It took me to it. It belonged to my father. I will use it to avenge his death, and that of my mother. How did your mother die? My father came to this castle many years ago when I was but a child. He came to destroy the evil that lives here. He never returned. He must have greatly angered the Dark Lord, for soon after, Dracula attacked the Brotherhood's stronghold with his legions. None survived. My mother was killed, trying to keep me safe. I see. So now you plan to face the Prince of Darkness alone. Your father was one of the greatest Brotherhood warriors that ever lived, yet he could not defeat Dracula. What makes you think that you can? Did you know my father? Answer me. Did you know my father? This I promise. You shall not stand alone against him.
Now I must be off to be mysterious and not brooding.
I must go. My people need me.
I must
go.
I have to go now.
Sorry,
my people need me.
I must go. I need to start backdashing all over the place.
I must go. I need to search. I need to search for that damn pixie card so I can finally get it to sing to me.
I just realized we never got to do.
We still haven't finished Saturn Symphony of the Night, mostly because I need to find where the fuck that damn card is, so we can finally do that god dang Easter egg.
All of a sudden, I don't feel like singing. Listen here, you little shit.
Saturn version makes it even worse because not only do you need to find the right fairy card, you also have to get the music card in order to get that card to sing. It's not like that in the PlayStation version.
You also need to level her up to, I think, at least 8 or 10.
Yeah, but like you have to get an extra item that's only in the Saturn version that exists only to make it one step more to get that Easter egg.
Yeah.
Realized I've gotten all this way without getting Schneider. Go back and get him.
what, Ari?
I've gotten all this way without grabbing Schneider's spirit. I should probably go and get him.
Probably.
I do not know this Schneider.
The other ghost that we saw that we had a whole discussion about.
Ah, yes, that one.
The other upgrade.
The other upgrade that Simon gets. That acts as an offensive ability, whereas the Mother
dark
Spirit...
magic thing.
Whereas the Mother Spirit acts as defensive.
Oh yeah, you're talking about it being the dark side to the light, so to speak. From what I remember, you were.
Yeah, it's the equivalent of dark each character has their own equivalent of dark and light magic, even if they're not necessarily dark and light aligned. It's more so that they're like offensive and defensive.
I got
Pretty
you.
much, yeah. So in Simon's case, a protective mother that will shield their child from harm, and a father that will fight for their child, regardless of the situation.
Even if it's not his
I got
dad,
you.
it's someone completely unrelated to him.
Yeah, but it's still a reference to, like, it's the idea.
Yeah.
The Guardian of Swords. So
It's the thing from it's the line from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. He may be your father, but he ain't your daddy. And that's said in a non-lewd way, as in, like, he may be your biological father, but he did not raise you, like I did.
Oh, look at the werewolves.
Technically, wait, are they on 2s or 4s?
2s.
Okay, then it's a werewolf.
Yeah, that's a werewolf. I don't think... Are wargs in this game? I can't remember.
I think so, I'm not sure.
I know they're in Lords of Shadow. Because the whole
I don't remember. All I know is just wargs are a massive creature that is in Lords of Shadow that is always there.
Passage has been opened somewhere in the library.
I think I'm gonna head off to bed, guys. I'm really tired all of a sudden, so...
That's fine.
Alright.
I appreciate
I'll watch the rest of
I
it.
appreciate you staying as long as you did. And
I
chatting
do
with me
too.
pre-stream as well.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
hanging out with you just before stream, so yeah.
Yeah.
We'll do it more often.
I mean,
I'll watch the rest from
we have-
I hope
my
you have
computer.
I hope you have a good night, Miles.
Yeah, you guys
before
too. Have a good
before
one.
you head off, I would like to make a remark that hopefully you will get. Other than me dying,
Oh God!
since the secret that has been unlocked is in the library, do we need a library card? Because as I've been told, having fun isn't hard when you've got a library card.
Have a good night, Miles.
How does no one I ever say that to get that reference? It's from Arthur.
I remember
I know.
a little bit.
It's from the episode that's all about libraries and, like, different musical numbers based on library books. There's a whole Jekyll and Hyde number done by the brain, which is what introduced me to Dr. Jekyll and Hyde.
Oh my gosh, I'm leaving. I'll see you guys later.
Have a good night.
Yeah, you too.
Also, would you like to know a fun
Sounded
fact?
Sure.
Despite how often in American media often depicts wolves as, like, you know, circling around their prey, especially if it's helpless humans waiting for their moment to pounce and strike, North American wolves don't do that.
Oh,
That's a European wolf trait.
great.
North American wolves are, while they do travel in packs. Oh, Dominic Bites, hello, how are you doing? So glad to see you here. I'm kind of flustered. I'm being recognized. I'm being recognized by one of my favorite Eldenwood member designs. Holy shit.
Hey, Dominic Bites, how are you? I also want to apologize to chat if I sound like I'm not speaking much. I am trying to keep a conversation. I am working on the next session and planning out the last few sessions of the D&D campaign because we are nearing its end.
Right.
So
Dominic,
I apologize if I'm
Dominic
not talkative.
That's why I'm trying to bring up stuff
Yeah.
for you to be able just casually chat about without having to like pay too much attention to what's going on.
I mean, I'm always open to questions if people have them, but yeah, no, I get you. I appreciate it.
Dominic Bite says I'm your favorite. Whoa. Like, I am a sucker for VTuber fanboy designs, and the fact that you've got multiple models, including one with some honka-donka-badonkas that are very well rigged, I must say. Yeah, absolutely. Plus, the voice filter that you use is so good. It adds so much to your character. Yes, Ginger did a great job. Ginger indeed did a great job. I'm actually looking at getting a 2D version of this model of mine. I'm digging your assets as well. Thank you, I grew them myself. This model was made by the talented bonbon.jpg, who was in stream chat earlier, but had to go to bed because time zones are a bitch. I'm looking to eventually get a 2D model of this design made. I've been trying to coordinate with my regular channel artist Shiba with getting like the art for this model made and then finding a rigger for it, but Shiba's been so busy lately that I'm thinking about like maybe asking her if she's okay with me like having someone else do the art for the model, just so she doesn't have too much on her plate. Because she's been having a lot of stuff going on, especially with the cats that she's rough. I don't want to overburden her, make her feel like she's letting me down.
Also, I would like to point out with when you're hitting the werewolves, they kind of sound like Saberwolf when he's getting hit in Killer Instinct.
I will take you at your word because I've never played Killer Instinct.
That is something we need to fix because I love KI.
I have ways of playing it, not just through Xbox, but also Super Nintendo and N64 with those flashcards.
Yep, Super Nintendo, and KI1 is the one I excelled at. I did actually a couple streams of KI1 like back in like 2021. I'm not even thinking tonight. 2021 or 2022.
I died from fall damage. I thought there was floor under me.
Oh, jeez. You were saying, though, before you went splat?
That's the second stream in a row where someone has misspoken and said 2001 instead of 2021. The moment was the Bayonetta 2 stream where Miles said, did this game come out after 2001 instead of 2021 in regards to the change in voice actors for Enzo.
Yeah, like I said, chat, for reference here, I've taken a lot of psychic damage from stream host here and my wife, as well as the other people that join this call at times, and I gotta tell you, I love this group, but at the same time, every $5 you guys donate will also go to my therapy. I'm joking.
Yeah, actual donations to the Extra Life, which sadly JKR is not here to post the pin message, and I don't have a copy paste of that. But in the cards, in the panels below, you can find a link to the Mad Science Division's 2026 Extra Life campaign going to Robert H. Lee Children's Hospital.
Yep.
Every $5 donation or more can go toward, can reward you with either during D&D streams, having a request within reason in TOS for something for a party member to do during moments of downtime, or alternatively, requests for voice lines from certain stream members, as well as video recorded greetings and cosplay for certain. Please allow around a week for those to be delivered. I say still not having them because I've had such a fucky week.
No, you're fine. Don't worry about it. She understands.
Like,
Also,
I was
go
just
ahead.
straight up unavailable for a whole day because I had lost track of time the night before, and I noticed,
Yeah.
it's 10:30, and I haven't taken my nighttime medicine, which is the most important medicine I need to take. I'm going to take that now, and then I was just
Oh, God.
in and out of consciousness all day.
That's fair. Also, we do not take a cent. All of it goes towards the charity. If you're able to donate, we appreciate it. If not, we still appreciate you guys being here. And, JKR, if you see the VOD, we hope we did the pitch justice.
And Dominic Bites, if I may ask, finally I went back to get finally remembered where what's his fuck at? I forgot his name. Schneider, yeah. My brain's the caffeine's starting to wear off. You wouldn't tell by my rapid manner of speech, but I tend to ramble a lot when I'm tired.
Like, to be fair, and if you mind me saying, it seems like when we're the last two ones on stream, our brain waves are literally on sync because both of us are literally not thinking straight.
Yep. Well, me, I'm never thinking straight because I'm bi. Yeah, it's also, I've had a 2.5-hour drive today after doing a 2.5-hour drive yesterday to see my sister final high school play before she graduates, and every time I think about that, I feel my bones crumbling to dust.
Don't worry, I'm already feeling my bones crumbling to dust, and I just turned 35 like 2 weeks ago.
Oof, I know that feeling. Glad someone relates to me.
Yeah.
I mean, you're an Eldenwood member, so you're by necessity, like, at least 30. So I'm glad that I found Eldenwood. It made me, like, even though I'm not active in the Discord server all that much because I get nervous interacting in big Discord servers, it's at the very least introduced me to some very interesting VTubers that, like, I could potentially, like, vibe and relate to with. And also, Dominic Bites, I wanted to say, in regards to the times that I've raided you, sorry for all the times that I raid and then dip. It's because it's usually around, like, midnight when I'm raiding your streams, and I'm, like, getting ready to go to bed. So I, like, I send in the raids, and then I leave the person that I raided to my darling batlings while I go rest for 1,000 years. By 1,000 years, I mean sleep until the crack of noon or later.
I was gonna say, if you were sleeping for 1,000 years, I hope not, because I can hear your snoring throughout the castle.
I mean, I'm wearing a CPAP machine most of the time, so that should reduce the amount of snoring that I'm doing.
No. I mean, when you actually relax or whatever, you tend to snore as the castle hall echoes those snores.
Yeah, it's called
I
sleep
can hear it from the
apnea.
Belmont hold. Yeah, I know. My brother has it.
It even happens when I'm not
God.
asleep and I'm just, like, laying on my back. It's still, when, like, if I'm doing like a guided meditation exercise, I still snore even if I'm not asleep. just because laying on my back and having my eyes closed like that triggers my sleep apnea. I learned that was one of the first signs that I had sleep apnea that I should have known about if I knew what the fuck sleep apnea was at the time. When I was in my college theater class, we did some guided meditation exercises to help us imagine getting into the headspace of a character, or like imagine coming up with a character and visualizing what that character would be like. And people were like, I can hear Ari snoring. And I was like, I couldn't hear it myself, so I didn't know I was doing it.
Oh, God.
And I, like, wasn't even asleep. I worry I have awkward moments when when you raid LOL. Like, sometimes my chat gets me worked up. Honestly, raiding during the awkward moments makes for better moments to raid, in my opinion. Just look at, like, any time that one of, like, the, like, former V-Shoujo members gets raided in the middle of saying something unhinged.
Oh, God. Yeah, the clipping moments. Which, by the way, are Maxine's streams here, there's a lot of clipping moments, like, holy hell.
Yeah, there's a lot of clippable moments. I just don't bother to clip them myself because I don't have the patience to scrub through, like, 4 hours.
Well, that's why you have Miles, JKR, Shadow, and, Turret.
Iron does it, too.
Oh, Iron too, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and, when, on the occasions that my cousin Cobalt Road can show up, he sometimes clips stuff.
Okay, so yeah, you have an entire army that is able to, like, clip moments for you not to worry about.
They understand the assignment when it is given.
Oh yeah, definitely. And the D&D campaign has a lot of clippable moments. Oh my god.
Oh yeah. We're probably, speaking of rating post-stream, we're probably gonna wrap up stream. Yeah, I've been going for about 4. I think we should be able to, if not wrap up Simon's part of the story tonight, we should be able to get close to it.
Yeah, because I know Simon's final boss, aside from last story, is the Queen Succubus.
Yeah, we should be able to.
I know.
If we don't get to the Queen Succubus tonight, we'll get real close to that part.
Oh yeah, definitely, and she is she's a very interesting boss fight.
Is it a chaotic D&D or a naughty D&D? Yes.
The word is yes. We're running a Castlevania-esque D&D, and
it's set in a Castlevania.
Here,
if you don't mind me interjecting, just to add my own flavor to it.
Actually, if you want, go ahead and explain it, because my throat is killing me.
Okay. It's a Castlevania AU, where it's set during, I believe it would have been Castlevania 3's point in time, right?
Castlevania, we are in, the timeline is, I believe, the 1300s. So 100, almost 50 years before Castlevania 3.
Okay. But it's in a timeline where the Belmonts are not around, and failed to defeat Dracula. So it's up to a ragtag group of misfits, including myself as the voluptuous pirate queen and self-proclaimed pirate queen and Valkyrie of the Seas, Varen Moonblood, to as one of the party members, who is very not at all subtle about her voluptuous curves and her pride in them. The
brightest moments were in the beginning of the campaign.
Yes. She's not the brightest knife in the crayon box. She rolled low on intelligence, I shit you not. At one point, she had a -1 to all intelligence checks.
She rolled a 0. She rolled a 0. She literally.
Yeah, I managed to roll a 0 thanks to that -1 on intelligence checks.
Yeah, like Varen's very funny.
We've got Riku Saphira and her split personality turned chaotic gremlin, ghost spectral ally,
Alice.
Alice Jekyll. We have a fucking transformer that fits within D&D rules of Castlevania lore in the form of Wheeljack.
Yeah.
The half-orc warlord that was formerly possessed by the spirit of a Decepticon warlord, Galavar, who was formerly known as Megatronus. We have
Vixie.
the very affectionate and friendly and loving, but also chaotic at times, Kitsune Paladin Vixie Blackwood, and tying it all together as our mentor figure, the Paladin of Targovishte Church, Atox.
Yeah, and I do appreciate Maxine here for hosting the streams for the D&D, and as the head DM and my co-DM JKR and Ari on occasion, Maxine on occasion. Either way, I'm not thinking. I'm like half here. We're just having a fun time with the D&D, and at the same time, it's just like they're good, they were bad. There was very random moments, a couple of lewd moments.
Yes.
And some moments we can't even question.
Yep, like rolling a 0 on an intelligence check.
Oh no! One of my favorite moments is actually with your character in Varos Woods.
Oh yes, the
Rose.
The Rose, yeah. Check out my YouTube channel, my main YouTube channel for the VODs, to get caught up if it interests you.
Yeah.
Ad break has kicked in, so we will not be able to address Dominic at the moment until they're out bad hell.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have fun in Castlevania D.
Yeah, at the cost of the DM's sanity, because technically I feel like I'm babysitting 5 players. 2 of them are actually well behaved.
I mean, what is a DM if not a glorified babysitter?
You, Varen, Vixie, and Riku are the ones I'm afraid of. That is the thing. You 3 have chaotic energy to a point where you literally make up the chaotic good, chaotic neutral, and chaotic evil alignments.
Which one's which?
Varen is chaotic neutral. Vixie's chaotic good, and Riku is a balance between chaotic neutral and chaotic evil.
Okay. Yes.
But yeah, we I believe we're like 10 sessions away from being done, and then we're gonna take like a break, and then stream host here is actually wanting to do a Digimon campaign for stream.
Yep.
Also, we have
in my neighborhood? I won't hear of it.
Hey, we have a furret.
We have a furret, which, by the way, meet the player that plays as Riku Saphira.
Hello.
Yep. We were just explaining the Castlevania D&D.
Yes, currently Dominic Bites, who I've rated a few times, and I'm a massive fan of their models, is in ad hell. So they can't hear us at the moment, I believe. Ad break should be over in about 30 seconds.
Oh, how was Muppet Treasure Island?
The whole convention as a whole was really good. Had a lot of fun.
Okay.
I just got back like a couple of minutes ago.
Okay.
I have so many pics and stuff to show you guys after stream.
Yes.
Definitely.
Oh. And yes, everyone, I can confirm I found Lily Love Braids merch.
Awesome.
Nice. Very nice. Also, we said fuck the DLC. We're going to Mirror of Fate because the DLC for Lords of Shadow 1 is bullshit.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And it doesn't add much story other than just showing how Gabriel Belmont got his Dracula powers.
That and also destroying the Vampire Killer combat cross.
Yeah. So we're playing Mirror of Fate, which takes place, like, I think it said 57 years later.
Okay.
And right now we're playing as grandson of Gabriel Belmont, who went on to become Dracula. Simon Belmont, who's come here to avenge the death of his parents. His father, Trevor Belmont, who Gabriel did not know he had a son.
And Sypha Belnades.
Yeah. Trevor Belmont came to slay Dracula years ago, but never returned. And Dracula sent his forces to attack the Brotherhood of Light's stronghold, and that resulted in the death of Sypha Belnades, who is Simon Belmont's mother. And along the way, he's been guided by a mysterious ally who lurks in the shadows. That is definitely not Alucard, I swear. I swear, pinky promise, it's not Alucard.
So Simon is overly Scottish.
Yes, all of the Belmonts in Lords of Shadow are Scottish to a degree, but this guy, it's the difference between, like, Scottish and then, like, the Blue Ranger from RPM. I'm Scottish!
Yeah.
God damn it.
And I will say, just like Gabriel didn't know that he had a son, Simon does not know that Gabriel/Dracula is his grandfather.
Huh.
I mean, to be fair, we haven't gotten far into Lord of Shadowverse. Simon eventually does have a kid of his own.
Yep. There's a big time skip in the Lords of Shadowverse between 1 and 2. This takes place in between 1 and 2, and you do have to play this before Lords of Shadow 2 to get a lot of aspects of its story. That's a mistake that a lot of people made when Lords of Shadow 2 came out. They skipped this one because it was originally a 3DS exclusive. And they thought, oh, it's not gonna matter. I'm like, did you guys learn nothing from Kingdom Hearts?
Oh, jeez.
Did we already do the carousel? Yeah, I did the carousel before getting Schneider's Ghost.
Yes.
Yeah, and we are almost to the Succubus Queen.
Which is the end of Simon's chapter of the game.
Alright, go ahead for it, sorry.
Well, I was gonna say, I will be right back.
Well, we're getting ready to wrap up after this boss fight. Just so you know. Yeah, we did things a little out of order on accident. And by we, I mean me. It's all me.
You're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
I didn't even know you could get this far without Schneider's Spirit.
I think Schneider's Spirit is actually optional. Like, you don't really need it for much. It's just like a massive glorified damage boost.
It's not. You have to use it to fend off the gargoyle while riding up to the top of the castle.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
you have to do the thing with the gargoyle.
Otherwise, he'll burn the chains and send you back down.
You don't want to burn the chains, do you, Nico?
I mean, then you'll be free from the chains that bind you. But yeah, I was going to say, like, people skipped it because it was a spin-off on a handheld console. I'm like, did you fuckers learn nothing from Kingdom Hearts?
Chat, and this is why I say I need professional help, because everyone here drives me mad.
Oh, darling, we haven't even begun yet.
I forgot June 13th is still very, very close. It's not that far away. I gotta go back to being a babysitter.
Yeah, we were just discussing our misfits of Targovishte to Dominic Bites, because they seemed interested in
Heck yeah.
how we had described how chaotic our D&D sessions can be.
Yes.
So I was giving them the rundown on the party and what the general setup of the story is.
Yes.
And there was an aspect I did not mention about our party, Dominic Bites, which is that Baron and Riku are lovers at this point in the campaign.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're a battle couple.
They definitely are. And Atox and Vixie are also a couple. And Jack and Galavar have
They have love interests.
actually,
They just haven't officially settled up yet.
I was gonna say, you need to, like, finish that quickly, because...
I was dying. I was sorry if I was coughing on a lung.
Yeah, I get you.
Look,
But
don't
yes,
worry. Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
But yes, darling, I do a 2-for-1 deal as both as both Riku Saphira and Alice Jekyll, her undead sister.
Oh god. And of course, I voice act pretty much the majority of the characters, and Atox, the paladin babysitter, as it were, and is also, of course, to be betrothed to the fox girl paladin of the party, Vixie Blackwood.
And is also the off-and-on character of Yuffie?
Yes, I forgot to mention the pirate. I forgot to mention the cat barbarians. How could I forget?
Yeah, the fucking cat barbarian. Look, honestly, other than Varen getting accidentally drugged out of her mind in the forest, the cat barbarians are another favorite of mine. Even though they were not intended to be to go as far as they did, but they did anyway.
I mean, that's how it often happens in D&D, in good D&D sessions. What starts as a joke becomes an integral part.
Like, I literally created this character to help Nico out because you were doing so many different characters, you needed some help. And somehow she gets integrated into the goddamn party because they adopted her.
Look, it happens, because one of the characters I play, which is one of the villains, it's like this yandere, sort of like manipulative figure that is one of the main villain's generals. I had to do her voice while I was very sick. And as impressive as that was, I did not want to do that again. And from there, I believe that's when Burrit here and everyone involved with the D&D opted to help me voice act, which, by the way, I thank you guys for that a lot. It helps a lot.
You're welcome.
Oh my god. Like, goddamn. I also do the voice of one of the main antagonists, as Esmith, the Reaper.
You guys ready to crash through a stained glass window into a church?
Oh, honey, I thought you'd never ask.
You shot
The horn agrees.
Oh god, you shattered the north window.
In my defense, it was very shatterable.
Okay, I don't know what kind of religion this church has, but I am all for it.
Oh no.
Hello.
This is the is this the succubus queen?
This is the succubus queen.
Man, don't be
Right, I remember. I'm like, I just heard, oh Simon. I'm like, oh god.
Welcome, warrior. We've been waiting for you. You have traveled so far.
Well,
It's been
You showed up at the right moment.
Yes, you did.
You will find our hospitality.
Look, I'm not saying I can fix her, but
I'm saying I don't want to fix her.
Come on.
As much as nice as they are, I do not want to lose my life. So you two can have at it.
I'm Simon. Nice to meet you.
I have created this for you.
Why though?
To feel this. Let me show you how good you can feel.
Man, we just met. This is kind of forward.
I just realized every Castlevania stream, the majority of them, Layman of Innocence, Fern was here for the Succubus boss fight. Now for Lords of Shadow Mirror Fate, you're here for this Succubus boss fight!
Yeah, the only one he wasn't here for out of the Castlevania games we've streamed that have Succubi in them so far is, Symphony of the Night Saturn version.
Fair enough, yeah. But no, I will say this though, I love how this boss fight is designed. And honestly, it's one of my favorite looking bosses.
Look at this, Simon.
Okay, I'm looking, but oh, she's dead.
Yeah, I think
all the women in here, aren't you?
I think she eats them to try and heal her strength. I do not remember.
She eats their souls to create a barrier.
Oh, a barrier. Okay. I'm thinking about a different boss fight.
Oh, you're gonna be one of those girls. Got it.
Yeah, she's gonna eat one of her own just to give herself temporary HP. Which is inevitably just a barrier in D&D, but whatever.
You have to grab her and hold the women off of her to keep her from creating another barrier.
Okay, fuck that woman in particular, I guess.
Oh god.
She got yeeted. Instead of eated, she got yeeted.
Silly furret, don't you know? The past term of yeet is yoked.
She got yoked.
Just like the past tense of scream is scrome.
Oh.
Don't say scrome. That doesn't sound right. Don't say scrome. Oh god. Oh right. Also, Maxine here had to swim with some demonic tadpoles.
Yeah. We decided that they're the eldritch precursors to Froggy from Sonic Adventure.
Missed out on so much.
Yeah.
We don't even get to see what she does here. We just hear the laughing and moaning.
Well, here's the thing. No. I'm good.
Simon got to see, though, and he didn't seem to want to look away.
Look, Simon in this game is my favorite Simon, personality-wise, out of the ones... You know, not that Simon often gets a chance to show personality in Castlevania games.
Yeah.
But, like...
The only time Simon ever shows the only other times that Simon had a chance to show personality was Judgment, Captain N, and this. I'm not counting Grimoire of Souls because it's more text. But yeah.
But in this one, it's like the succubus is like, "Welcome, Simon, I can show you so much pleasure." And he's like, "Did you really think that I was thinking with my head? And I don't mean my head, I mean my other head. I came here to kill a vampire. Get the fuck out of my way."
Look, I've came here to I'm here to slay witches and lay bitches, or was it lay witches and slay bitches? I don't know.
I came here to slay vampires, not lay bitches or slay witches. I'll slay witches if they get in my way. He's just here on a roaring rampage of revenge. He does not care about women. Or getting laid.
Scottish science. Look, Scottish.
Also,
Go
Dracula.
ahead.
And yes, the women were all illusions.
You fight.
Oh. I mean, thank God. That means they're not dead. Because they never existed.
Okay, I'm really scared
Avenge the death of my
to do one of the boss fights in the D&D campaign now. After what I've just heard.
Oh, God.
Tell me, how do you plan to do this, Simon Belmont? With that, perhaps. That relic you carry holds no power over me, young Belmont. Know this, your father died by my hand. Will you suffer the same fate? You cannot kill me. You will die in vain, just as your father did.
So we went from one boss fight to another.
We get kinda.
It's kind of a boss fight, but at the same time, no.
Now, who could that be?
Bill!
Good of you to join us, Alucard.
What? I didn't see it coming.
And that's the end of Simon's chapter.
Yep.
And we start off with chapter 2. Alucard, we'll get through this cutscene and then we'll call it a night.
Oh, God. Say what you will, though, the Succubus boss fight is actually really well made in this one.
Yep.
Eh.
They made her more than just a get back here boss. Like, she has phases.
Yeah. Yeah, she has phases, she has, she doesn't just, like, tease the heck out of the player, she will kill you. Like, she will end you, if you're not careful.
Go. Go.
I've been here before.
No, you haven't.
You were here too.
No, I wasn't.
I am going to backdash now.
Yes, hello. I am floating silver mask face man.
His name is the Lost Soul.
No.
Yeah, I feel the same way every time I gotta wake up and get to work, Alucard. Don't worry about it.
Is this to be my fate? Not this. Please, not this.
Not a 9 to 5.
Be like this.
I became the very definition of Hot Topic! I heard that chuckle.
Let's try to think of a comeback.
You got this, I have faith in you.
I only bought one goddamn plushie from them once, and now look at me!
Real talk though, Alucard gets the one of the coolest weapons of in Castlevania. Like one of the coolest blades.
And it's not in this game.
Yeah.
He gets one of the coolest weapons, but not in here.
Nope. Also ignore the broken graphic of what's supposed to be a coffin in the background. Pay no attention to it.
Eh.
Pay no attention to it. I'm not trying to draw attention to the fact that that graphic is broken. I don't know what you're talking about.
Broken graphics in my Castlevania? Yeah, sounds par for the course.
What? Physics? In my video game? No, no, sir. You're mistaken. I ordered a video game.
If I wanted physics in my video game, I would play Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball 2.
I was gonna say Old Luigi's Mansion because that's where the real physics were.
Look, the two greatest innovations in jiggle physics. Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball 2 implementing its own custom physics engine, so each breast has its own separate physics and bounces independently. And Luigi's Mansion having jiggle physics for Luigi's nose.
Damn it.
Don't worry, you should have been here with the whole mill tank pits.
I wanted, yeah. Also, my name in here is Yardaby. Holy fuck.
Yep. That is going to do it for 2 bits of Castlevania tonight. Let's see who we're gonna raid. DOA and Ninja Gaiden 2. I've played more Ninja Gaiden than I have DOA. I've only played the first DOA. I've been trying to get into Dead or Alive recently, so I can properly appreciate this series that I've been tangentially aware of for a couple decades, but like never actually played, but I do like love some of the character designs. And also to properly appreciate what it's doing when it crosses over with Ninja Gaiden. Let's see. Oh boy, we are going to raid Mineko Cat, who is playing Bubsy 4D.
Oh, jeez. Get that Bubsy on.
But I shit you not, Bubsy 4D's gotten like universally positive reviews.
So I've heard, and that terrifies me.
It's what happens when instead of trying to make an ironic shit post of a game, you try to actually make it good.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you to my co-hosts, all of them that have shown up throughout the night for joining me. Go give me Neko my warmest greetings. Our raid message is going to be what could possibly go wrong. I'll see you guys tomorrow night with more No More Heroes. And until then, unpleasant dreams.
Please allow us to fuck off.
Have a good night, everybody.
Good night,
No, I was
everybody.
tonight because I didn't have time to pull her up.
It's okay. You'll get her next time.
Yeah.